Hello there, thank you for staying with us. Welcome to Newstruck on Channels Television. I am Nelta Egbe.
Welcome, I'm Cynthia. Here are our top stories. Residents of River State are still trying to figure out those behind an explosion that rocked the River State High Court Ahoda premises in the early hours of yesterday. A second blast is said to have been averted following the intervention of the bomb squad of the police, which isolated the second device concealed in a black cellophane bag.
Although no casualty was recorded in the blast, the Nigerian Bar Association building was partially affected in the incident. The court was to have heard the application by the factional Speaker of the River State House of Assembly, Evans Pipi, for the vacation of an interim order granted by the court, restraining him from parading himself as Speaker.
About all night 49 hours, the Incompo Operations River State Command are directed that an EOD team should proceed to Ahoda East to respond to an explosive attack incident report. EOD team led by ASP Desmond Agbala was dispatched accordingly, and team arrived at Ahoda Police Headquarters at about 11:00 hours. DSP Masoyidadi, the DCO of the police station, led the team to the scene of explosion, which was Ahoda High Court. Two witnesses were met at the scene. One is Daniel, male, the senior registrar of the court, and the other one is Ebude Princeway Oweke, is the security man at the court. The witnesses stated that at about 08:30 hours of today, they sighted one object suspected to be dangerous on the floor at the entrance of the court premises. Hence, they reported to the police in Ahoda. EOD team commenced EOD technical operations and search. One unexploded IED was recovered and rendered safe, while the traces of an exploded IED were identified. At the end of the operations, it was established that two IEDs were thrown into the compound from outside, but the two were initiated while only one went off. The other one did not go off due to a technical fault. The exploded IED caused some slight injuries on the court buildings. Neither human injuries nor deaths was recorded. However, considering the strength of the explosive used in the fabrication of these devices, and considering the time that the explosive devices were thrown into the court premises, it is technically ascertained that the motive behind this train of explosives, of course, was not to kill, and of course the weight of the explosive was not enough to put down the building. However, the case has been reported to appropriate arm of the police for further investigation.
Staying in River State, the government has raised an alarm about that police are planning to release 6 armed youths arrested by the Joint Military Task Force over the weekend. In a swift reaction, the River State Police Command said the suspects were handed over to them, but the police are yet to receive the transfer of exhibits before they can begin interrogation. The Police Public Relations Officer Ahmad Mohammed insists that once the police complete their investigations, all the findings will be made known.
Or ammunition was handed over to the police. I will repeat it again. Neither rifle, no ammunition was handed over to the police. Only that the suspects were handed over to the commander of the Special Robbery Squad in the person of CSP Tunji Disu, who is still waiting for the transfer of the exhibits before he can commence an interrogation. And I want to further tell that the police do not rush into conclusion, but carry out discreet investigation before making it public. I equally want to use this medium to debunk insinuations going about that the police are under pressure for some quarters to release the suspects. It is not true, and it is mischievous and misleading.
From Rivers State in South-South to Plateau, North-Central Nigeria. Kaduna, also in the North-Central region, had experienced a sad day yesterday with over 30 people losing their lives. Agency reports say that gunmen stormed the majority Birom Shonong village in the Riyom local government area of Plateau State, killing about 30 people in the process. Eyewitness accounts say that the assailants left 25 people injured and razed over 40 houses. In Kaduna State, 4 policemen attached to a commercial bank in Rigasa area of the metropolis were reportedly ambushed and killed by unknown persons while they were going home after closing from work along the Nnamdi Azikiwe bypass. The incident is coming on the heels of last week's violence that left the Emir of Jere local government area, Alhaji Saad Usman, critically injured and 4 others feared dead.
Staying with the issues of security, where success is achieved in stemming oil theft, piracy and kidnapping in Cross River and Akwa Ibom states were made possible because of the collaboration between the armed forces and other security personnel. The inspection and commissioning of some projects embarked upon by the outgoing 13th Brigade Commander of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General Okudili Azinta, at Akim Barracks in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, the General Officer commanding 82 Division Enugu, Major General Adebayo Olaniyi, enjoined all security agencies to work together for the benefit of one Nigeria devoid of violence. The Army boss describes the achievement of the outgoing brigadier at the barracks as a noble feat in line with the transformation agenda of the Chief of Army Staff.
Exhibited by the other security agencies. I'm talking about the armed forces, that is the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, is unprecedented. And that's why I say, I think I'm a very lucky general officer commander to have this cooperation exist. Not only the armed forces, even the Nigerian police, the immigration, the Federal Road Service, the Safety Corps, and the NSDC, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. They are wonderful. There is no doubt about that. Of course, the SSS play a vital role. Most of this achievement we're talking about is due to the cooperation of all these security agencies in Cross River and, of course, Akwa Ibom State.
When News Track returns, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Clark, advises politicians to serve the people that elected them into office. And
the Minister of Health is determined to see a change for the better in the health sector this year.
Please stay with us.
I am intelligent.
I'm incisive.
I am passionate.
I am focused.
I am diplomatic. I'm creative. I am people-oriented.
I am logical.
I am detailed.
I am determined.
I am inquisitive. I am trained.
Great to have you back. All our top stories can be found on our website. It's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move.